The Public Service Commission has tonight stripped Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha of the powers to manage the human resource function in the ministry. The hire and fire powers are now to be exercised solely by Education Principal Secretary Belio Kipsang. This follows what PSC Chairman Stephen Kirogo termed as quote-unquote undignified dismissal of Uasin Gishu County Director of Education Gitonga Mbaka, who was ordered out of an inspection tour by Education CS Professor George Magoha. Hassan Mugambi reports.
This is what needs to be done. This is being addressed.
You are talking about a report. I'm talking about what is here on.
The dismissal of Uasin Gishu County Director of Education Gitonga Mbaka
Take away from this meeting now.
that kicked off a storm in the country and now has caught the attention of the Public Service Commission. In a statement to newsrooms, PSC, with effect from Thursday, stripped of Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha the ministry's human resource function. The statement reads in part, the Public Service Commission has withdrawn the power to manage the human resource function it had delegated to the Cabinet Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Professor George Magoha. In his place, the Commission has designated the Principal Secretary for Early Learning and Basic Education, Dr. Richard Belio Kipsang, to be in charge of all human resource matters in the ministry. The circular by PSC Chairman Stephen Kirogo that has been copied to Head of Public Service Commission Joseph Kinyua also reads, the move was in exercise of the Commission's power and commitment to protect public servants against undignified and unwarranted attacks. There has been pressure from KUPPET and the Kenyan National Union of Teachers demanding an apology from the minister over what they termed as disrespect to education officers. Magoha humiliated the senior education officer in front of pupils after he found Langa's primary school in Uasin Gishu County in a state of poor hygiene. The Cabinet Secretary Friday continued with his inspection tour in Kitui County, where he visited Manyenyoni Primary School. The otherwise tough-talking Cabinet Secretary appeared remorseful.
But in my life, which is not very young and not very old, I have learned that nobody is perfect. If anybody has seen a perfect person, you should tell that person. What drives me, practicing Christian.
Magoha says all he wants to see is that all those who have been given work to do so within timelines. Hassan Mugambi, Citizen TV.